look at this beautiful box I have here. It is made of wood, dark wood. It has a metal handle on top. A metal closure. And metal hinges in the back. It is a perfect cube. But the real question is, what's in the box? What is in this box? What do you think? Is it a box for jewelry? Or is it a box for memories? Or postcards and letters? Perhaps ribbons? Or other smaller boxes? It is heavy, but is that due to the content, or due to the dark and heavy wood it is made of? So what is in the box? Would you like to know? Let's have a look. Just testing to see if nothing taps back at me. Let's see. Darkness. So that's in there. Interesting. This lid opens all the way up, which I think is cool. Did you hear that? What does that sound like? Sounds like paper to me. There's all of these little pieces of paper. Little pieces of paper. Interesting. I wonder what's on them. Shall I read one? Question. Should I tell you and answer it? It's a little personal, but I guess it's okay if I tell you. The question is, do you have any phobias? I do. I have an irrational fear of spiders, which is a common one. I'm also not good with heights, and in general I fear the future and any and all unpredictable situations. So, not great. Okay. There's that. Let's see if there's something similar on the next one. If time and money were of no object, would you like to do some of the higher concept videos with effects and a green screen? This question is asked by some sort of Scotch individual. It's an odd name, Scotch. Must be a very odd person. If time and money were of no object, would I like to do some of the higher concept videos? No. I make the kind of videos that I would personally like to see, and I am one of those people in the minority that prefers simple videos that aren't high-tech, that have white noise, and no editing, no sound effects, no green screen. I don't mind a green screen per se, because it doesn't really matter if there's a green screen as long as it's a still image. But no, I wouldn't. I like simple videos. Someone has written on here, can we see bloopers? No, you cannot, because I don't have any to show you. I delete all of my raw footage after the video is made, and honestly, they wouldn't be very amusing. It's not that I swear or, I don't know, say really dumb things. It's more that I think about what to say for too long of a time and there's a sudden long pause. So, sorry. No fun to be had there. Favorite artist? I'm going to go ahead and make that ASMR artist, because artist could mean a lot of things. Favorite ASMR artist is a very easy one, On Top, because I have one on top. Then there's like a huge gap until the next ones. They're closer together, but just as with my favorite movies, I have one that jumps out above all else, and then the rest are closer together. same as with ASMR artists. So that's Oh Mr. Rabbit. My favorite ASMR artist is Oh Mr. Rabbit by a very long lead. I love the kind of videos that he makes. His voice, the speech pattern, his sense of humor, the personality that shows through. Yeah, genius. And it has gotten to the point that really I only watch his videos as a last resort when all else fails, but I have conditioned myself to pretty much fall asleep whenever I put a couple certain of his videos on, especially his librarian roleplay. I can be lying awake for hours, nothing's working. I put that video on and I just fall asleep before I even registered that it started playing. It's beautiful. So on the off chance that you're watching, thanks Brian, you've helped me out a lot. Other artists, I go through phases, so I'll binge watch a certain artist for a couple weeks and then I'll move on, and they rotate, so an artist can come back after I move on from them. But a while ago I was watching ASMR Gaffer a lot, since he was making more frequent videos. I noticed his channel again and really liked the new stuff he was making. Now I would say that I am watching a lot of Whisper Talk Studios, I think. I've only been watching his channel for about 2 weeks, I think, and that's the first time I've noticed it. Whisper Talk Studios, I think. But also Shinobi Whispers, I really love. Those were all male. But I would say I watch mostly female videos, and that's ASMR Mania is one of my favorites. And Olivia Kisper ASMR. Well, there's a lot more, of course. I mostly watch older channels. I still watch a lot of Softly Whispered. Still watch a lot of Queen of Serene. So, yeah. Okay. This little piece of paper says Gryffindor or Slytherin. Now I know as much to be aware that this is concerning Harry Potter. It pretty much ends there. My knowledge. I read one book in high school because we had to. I didn't like it. So I'm gonna go with Slytherin because it has prettier letters. Okay. Good. There you go. I like S words. Slytherin. When you're not working, what is your ideal day like? And this little paper is a Shinobi Whispers paper. There's a couple in there, I think. That may be Shinobi papers. So, Shinobi and I, we message each other a lot. Well, a lot for my doing, which is we message each other every couple months. Because I'm always working. And he knows that I have very frequent pretty days. But my ideal day would not be a pretty day, Shinobi. My ideal day is rolling out of bed around like 1 or 2 p.m. fully rested, heading down, having breakfast, and then having a shower, putting on comfy yet adorable clothes. I don't do like ratty, old, ugly clothes. I never wear those. I feel bad when I do. And then just hitting the couch and watching movies or TV shows all day. That's my ideal day. When I'm not working, that is the way it should be. People can do this with me for part of the day, maybe 3 hours, and then it's back to just me, because my ideal time is alone time. Do you ever think about cutting your hair? What does long hair mean to you? This is interesting because I recently cut my hair. Wow. I even have to bend down to show you. This is my hair now. It used to be down to past where this is, so I lost about as much, and I held it together. I didn't cry, but barely. basically barely. What does long hair mean to me? It is my power. My power resides in my hair. I love my hair. When I was younger, it wouldn't grow past my shoulders. It would just curl up more and more and more as it grew. And I would dream, my biggest desire was to have hair that I could part, that I could wear loose, and I could part, and some of it would fall before my shoulder, and some of it would fall on my back. So, that was my dream. And around age 16, that started happening. And I don't know if it's coincidence, but that's also the age that people stopped calling me ugly, and I got my first boyfriend and my first kiss, and I started slowly becoming slightly more pleased with my appearance. And yeah, what does long hair mean to me? It's just really important to me. When I wear my hair, for example, I rarely wear my hair up because I don't feel pretty when I do. It makes my face look very mannish. So the answer to the question is yes, I would cut my hair, but never shorter than what it is now. I had to, it was broken. And yeah, it means a lot to me. Can you rub my belly while I take a nap? Scooper-doodle ASMR, the answer to this question is a resounding yes, I can. Enough said. So there are some other kinds of papers in here, bigger ones. Let's see what's on there. There are 8 questions on here, but the writer was so kind to say feel free to answer any, all, or none of these. So let's just see. How many languages do you speak? I would say 3. Dutch and English, obviously. I do speak French, but not confidently enough to do so in a video or anything like that. How did you learn to speak English, and was it hard for you? It wasn't hard for me. My older sister, she's 10 years older than me. When I was 7 and a half, she started speaking English to me. She wouldn't talk to me unless I spoke English. I was banned from watching Dutch television anymore. Yeah, so, and she made me learn songs by heart, mostly Michael Jackson songs, but sometimes she changed she would change it up. So that's how I learned English. My sister made me. It was a pain to, so it wasn't hard, but it was a pain. It was annoying that she did this, though later when I was pursuing academic studies, I was very grateful to her because all of my textbooks were in English and all of the peer-reviewed academic journal articles are in English, and they weren't difficult for me to understand, so I didn't waste time with that and I could immediately start studying them. So that's how I learned English. Yeah. Do you play a musical instrument or sing, or are you in any way musically inclined? Nope. I think I could if I had learned at a young age, but I didn't. So, nope. Do you think there is a link between ASMR and music? I personally don't. And if there's music in an ASMR video, I immediately shut it off because it makes me angry. As someone who steadfastly doesn't want to sell ads off the back of an ASMR channel, how do you feel about the proliferation of ad-based ASMR in the past year? I have ad block, so I don't notice if it's getting worse or anything. I donate to the makers of ad block because they're my heroes and I owe them. Anyone out there that uses ad block, please donate something to them, just a little bit, because they're creating this wonderful product that alleviates our lives. So, yeah. It's just really interesting that I say that, because obviously ASMR content creators are also creating a wonderful product that alleviates your life. But I have my own views on that whole thing. Honestly, if you don't have a job, if you're poor, if you need the money, do whatever you can. That is legal to make money. So in that case, if I ever become poor or need the money, who's to say I won't monetize my channel or accept donations? Because that's just a different situation. That's, it's that other people that have a job and monetize their videos, I strongly disagree with. It's not the same with donations. I feel like a lot of people ask me to donate as well. So I think most of the people that accept donations probably just did so because they had a lot of requests. So I can accept that. If people want to donate, they should. But monetizing your videos, I think, goes heavily against what we're doing here. It's disruptive. It's unwanted. And I really do not understand anyone that does it. Anyone. So that's how I feel about that. Donations, cool, do that. Who cares? Monetizing your videos. Why even make videos if you're gonna put ads in between them that wake people up or pull them out of their relaxed state. Relaxed state is my humble but strong opinion. So, unless I ever become dirt poor, I will not monetize my videos and I will not accept donations. So I think that is nefarious. I was just reading the rest of the questions and I saw the word nefarious, which always makes me think of the Tin Hat Society, Tinfoil Hat Society of Ephemeral Root, which is one of my favorite. Just ASMR sagas. Anyway, the last question is: have you ever seen the Onion Atlas's entry on Suriname? It's pretty funny. I haven't, but I will. Okay. Oh, they are so sweet. Hey, let's say you. Thanks again for all the good work. You've always been my favorite ASMR artist. Thank you. I probably thanked you already, but if I didn't, I don't think I did thank you, because this looks like it was put on my discussion board, and obviously I cannot answer that. Don't know if it's obvious to everyone, but I can't. So thank you, Nick. I really appreciate that. That's really sweet. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be the longest video in the world. Who are your top 3 celebrity crushes? Oh man. Why? Who are my top 3 celebrity crushes? Okay. Well, I don't know. My top 3 celebrity crushes. I'm gonna say Ryan Donahue, Kevin Bacon, don't judge me, and yeah, I gotta Jared Padalecki. Yes, those. In the female celebrity spectrum, I'm going to go with Adriana Lima, Catherine Moenig, I don't know how you pronounce her last name, and Ashley Judd. Okay. I'm also losing feeling in my legs. Sorry. What's the best, craziest, most memorable dream you've ever had? So, on my ASMR Facebook, I had a status update about my dreams, saying that my dreams are very unimaginative. They usually feature actual work, actual life, actual just run-of-the-mill things and problems. My theory is that I'm just so in touch with my subconscious that it doesn't feel the need to, disguise my worries and fears as something else, but it could also be that I'm just very, very boring. But one dream that I did have that was pretty crazy was that I was being chased by half of a coconut with legs and teeth. So that was a crazy one. One of the best dreams I had was when I was a little kid. I dreamed that I was riding my bike behind a truck and a box of candy fell off the truck. And I picked it up and took it home, and I ate candy for hours. Yes. Why not enable comments? This wasn't an actual question, but it was posted on my discussion board, so, put it in here. Why not enable comments? Honestly, because life has gotten a lot easier since I disabled comments. It was kind of a side perk. I disabled comments because Google Plus sucks and I'm not getting a Google Plus ever. So as long as that's the requirement to comment on YouTube, sorry. So that was the main reason at first. But bonus, it's made having a channel so much easier. I rarely get hate or trolls anymore. It takes a lot less time because I don't have to read the comments. I don't have to reply to the comments because I always wanted to reply to comments because I really appreciate if someone writes something. I want to thank them and write something back. So, sorry, why not enable comments? Because this is so much more awesome. Really, I would suggest all ASMRvelous to disable comments and make Facebook instead. It's awesome. How do you feel ASMR affects your daily life? Does it replace any other things? Does it play a shaping role? ASMR has a huge effect on my daily life. Huge. I sleep now, and I have some control of when I fall asleep. So honestly, I feel it was life-changing. I used to consider myself an insomniac. I no longer do. Did it replace other things? It did. I removed the television out of my bedroom about 6 months after I discovered ASMR because I never turned it on anymore. When I go to bed now, I just turn on ASMR and welcome sleep. To me, it's been life-changing. I'm still very grateful that it's there. The discovery of ASMR itself has been more life-changing than having a channel myself. And even if I move on from making videos, my life will still be forever changed. What's your real name and address? And is it legal to mail body parts? And can I have your social security number and phone number? And will you marry me? Well, to you, a silent citadel, a resounding yes. And that's all I'm gonna say to that. anyone wondering what I'm writing on these, I'm actually numbering them as I go because I want to make a little directory in the comments, in the info section, listing the questions I answered. Not with the times because that would require a little too much work, but at least people will know what I answered and if I answered their question, if they want to look for it. A meteor is about to hit our planet. What would you do on your last day on Earth? Well, I would just hang out with my sister and my best friend. Because they're awesome. And they make me smile. And I love them. And yeah, that's what I would do. I would not be afraid because, you know, I'm not afraid of the end. Do I want to collaborate with any ASMR artist? Do I want to do a collaboration? The honest answer is no, because it sounds like a lot of trouble. I would definitely never do a collaboration long distance. I would consider a collaboration if I met an ASMR artist, and in that case, if I had to choose, Shinobi, definitely. Shinobi Whispers and I would have a pretty day and do a collaboration. I vote that I get some sort of massage. Yeah, that's my idea. Okay, Shinobi? Okay, this one I have to read the whole thing because it's awesome. Boom. I've a few quizzicals for you. Firstly, I don't mean to be too mean or contentious, but don't you find most poets and poetry to be, or not to be, mostly pretentious? Me, I don't even know the meaning of the word. Seriously, or super silly is he. Secondly, I can't stand it for another second. When are you going to allow your fanatical fans to post peculiar comments again for you? I really miss taking the, poking the fun at you via the YouTubes. I do hope, however, never to hurt you ever with any of this jiggery-pokery tomfoolery. Thirdly, Irish for thirdly, I heardly. Which insidious social network conglomerate data collecting agency for sweet NSA once referred to its users as dumbfucks, and why? I'm not at all bitter lemon, by the way. I'm just a bit tangy tangerine with juicy bits. Do you like the juicy bits? Don't answer that. Okay, I love this. It's genius. You know, you ask me if I don't find poets and poetry to be pretentious. Well, I think this comment is poetry. So, you know, you can decide what you do with that. You can leave me peculiar comments on Facebook. So there's that. And which insidious social network conglomerate? Well, it's probably Facebook, isn't it? Which is probably why you want me to re-enable comments, so you don't have to go on Facebook, but the answer to that is tough. Tough something. You can fill in that blank. Where the hell do I buy my stupidly stylish clothes? And where, well, this is linked to another question left on my discussion wall. Where did I get the health consultant dress? This question requires a visual answer, so I'll be right back. Hi again. Some people frame pictures. I frame clothing tags. This is a collage that I made in the summer with tags and stickers and things by my favorite clothing stores and brands. So someone asked me where I got the dress I'm wearing in my health consultant store, roleplay, health consultant roleplay. And the answer is I got it on this website that you can see here and here. And the website is topvintage.nl. It's a Dutch website. Topvintage.nl. The brand, I think, is Collective, but they sell a lot of brands. They sell Band. See here, they sell they sell Hell Bunny, and they sell Miss Candy Floss, and other brands. Okay, so let's see. Oh crap, there's dust on here. Shit. I don't like dust. So, the reason there's dust on here is I procrastinated making it for about a year. Naturally, I'm procrastinating hanging it as well. Okay, let's see, let's walk you through here. Let's start at the top. We've got Vivian of Holloway. See Vivian of Holloway again here. We've got Zoe's, this little circle, these bows, this, another circle, are all Hunkemiller, which is a lingerie store that I had a mild addiction to. I'm cured now. We have Dahlia. Alright, Vivian Holloway is in London. Zoe is in Belgium. Miller's is in various countries. Dahlia is in London. Dolly Dare is a London brand. Band Sinner Supply. I love this, but they don't have a store anymore. You can just find them on festivals and on their website. Collective Fairy Cherry is in Rotterdam with a store. Living Dead Souls, Forever 21. Voodoo Vixen. Yumi is a London brand. No, a store in London. It's not a London brand, it's a store in London. Traffic. Over here. Store in London. I think those are the main ones. So yeah, this is where I buy my stupidly stylish clothing. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, that's all we've got time for today. Or I'm never going to be able to get this video uploaded. I do have questions left, so I'm going to keep them, and maybe I will answer them some other time. Let me know if you would like to. I hope that this was sufficiently interesting and sufficiently relaxing at the same time. I've been really busy. I'm sorry. I'm going to continue to be really busy until the summer. So you won't see me for a while. But I'm around. I'm watching your videos. I check my Facebook occasionally, so you can contact me on there. I hope you all are well. I hope you all are asleep. And thank you for sticking with me, even though I have become a very unprolific ASMR artist. Sorry. Just trying to be the best teacher I can possibly be. Good night, guys.